Have you ever felt like you're running out of time in your spiritual journey? This feeling, my dear friends, can be quite overwhelming, can't it? It's like being a runner in a race, your heart pounding in your chest, your breath coming in ragged gasps, each step seeming heavier than the last. You look around and see others speeding ahead, leaving you behind. But what if I told you that the race is not always to the swift? This is where we introduce the concept of a divine appointment. It's a beautiful notion, isn't it? A divine appointment is not a casual meeting or a chance encounter. It is a moment of profound significance, a moment where heaven itself pauses time for your supernatural breakthrough. Imagine that race again. You're panting, struggling, feeling as though you're falling behind. But then something extraordinary happens. Time seems to stand still. The other runners freeze mid-stride. The cheering crowds fall into silence. The race is on pause, not because you're falling behind, but because heaven is waiting for you to catch up. It's waiting for you to gather your strength, to find your stride, to prepare for the victory that is already yours. This divine appointment is not a delay or a hindrance. It's a heavenly intermission, a sacred space where you're allowed to rest, to heal, to grow. It's a moment of grace where you're given the chance to prepare for the blessings that are about to come your way. So if you're feeling rushed, if you're feeling like you're running out of time, take a deep breath. The divine clock is different from our earthly time. In the grand scheme of things, you're not late. You're exactly where you need to be. You're not falling behind, you're catching up. You're not losing the race, you're preparing for the victory. Remember, the divine clock is different from our earthly time. You're not late, you're on divine time. Have you ever questioned why your path seems more difficult than others? It's a question that resonates with many of us. We find ourselves in the midst of trials and tribulations, seemingly caught in a relentless storm. As we navigate these choppy waters, it's easy to feel as though we've been singled out for punishment. But let us reframe our perspective. Consider the journey of a diamond. It begins its life as a humble lump of carbon buried deep within the earth. Over time, this carbon endures intense pressure and heat. This process is not gentle, nor is it swift. It's a grueling transformation that spans over billions of years. Yet, it's this very process that transforms the carbon into a precious diamond. Much like the diamond, we too are being shaped and molded by the pressures of life. Each struggle we face, each hurdle we overcome, is a step in our transformation. They are not punishments, but necessary parts of our journey towards becoming the best versions of ourselves. Our challenges are the fires that forge us, the pressures that shape us. They refine us, stripping away our impurities and revealing our true essence. The financial difficulties teach us the value of abundance. The heartbreaks teach us the depth of love. The failures teach us the sweetness of success. Every struggle is a lesson, a stepping stone on our path towards our divine destiny. So, when you find yourself questioning why your path is strewn with obstacles, remember the diamond. Remember that the most beautiful and precious things are born out of pressure. Remember that the struggles you face are not meant to break you, but to shape you, to prepare you for the greatness that lies ahead. In the grand scheme of things, your struggles are not punishments. They are divine tools, refining and preparing you for your destiny. So embrace them, learn from them, grow from them, because it's through these trials that you'll emerge not just as a survivor, but as a radiant diamond, ready to shine your light on the world. Your struggles are not punishments. They're preparing you for your divine destiny. Are you waiting for a gradual change in your life? Pause for a moment and consider this. The breakthroughs we long for often arrive not in slow, incremental shifts, but in sudden, powerful waves. They appear when we least expect them, catching us off guard, but at the same time, filling us with a profound sense of relief and joy. Imagine a towering wall that's been standing in your path for ages. You've been chipping away at it, day by day, year by year, little by little. Each strike feels insignificant, like you're barely making a dent. It's easy to become disillusioned, to feel like progress is a slow crawl at best. But what if I told you that every strike, no matter how small, has been loosening the bricks, weakening the mortar? What if I told you that each hit has been sending microscopic shockwaves through the structure, creating a network of cracks unseen to the naked eye? Suddenly, one day, you give the wall another strike, expecting the same minuscule chip as always. But this time, something different happens. This time the wall crumbles. The bricks cascade down, the dust clears, and there you stand staring at the open path before you. The breakthrough has arrived. This is how divine breakthroughs work. They may seem to be taking forever, but know this: every struggle, every battle, every hardship you've endured has been your hand chipping away at the wall. Each one has been weakening the barriers, preparing the way for your breakthrough. And when it comes, it will be sudden, like a dam bursting, releasing a torrent of blessings, authority, and destiny. It will be powerful, sweeping away the remnants of what once held you back, making room for the new. So if you're standing there, chipping away, feeling like you're getting nowhere, remember this: every strike counts. Every hardship is a preparation. Every delay is a divine protection. The breakthrough you've been waiting for is closer than you think, and it will come suddenly like a dam bursting. It's not a matter of if, but when. So keep going, keep believing, and be ready for the suddenness of your breakthrough. Can you feel the pressure building up inside you? Picture this: a woman, moments away from childbirth, feels an intense pressure. It's the undeniable sign that birth is imminent. It's not a sign of danger or of things going wrong. Quite the contrary, it is a sign that something new and wonderful is about to enter the world. Now consider the spiritual journey you're on. Much like that expectant mother, you too may be feeling a mounting pressure. This pressure can manifest in a multitude of ways. You may feel it as an emotional heaviness, a nagging restlessness, or even as a physical sensation. It's a pressure that seems to push against you from all sides, testing your resilience and your faith. Yet, this pressure is not a sign of your undoing. It is not an indication that you are being punished or that you are failing. It's quite the opposite. This pressure is a powerful testament to your imminent spiritual birth and breakthrough. Consider the diamond, one of the most precious gems on earth. It starts as a piece of coal, but under intense pressure and heat, that coal transforms into a diamond, one of the most resilient and beautiful substances in existence. You, too, are being transformed under this pressure. The weight you feel is not there to break you, but to mold you, to shape you into the spiritual diamond you were always meant to be. Remember, the greater the pressure, the more magnificent the breakthrough. The struggles you're facing, the trials you're enduring, they're not meant to deter you. They're meant to prepare you. They're shaping you into a vessel capable of holding the immense blessings that are about to shower upon you. So embrace this pressure. Welcome it as a sign of the extraordinary transformation that's taking place within you. Let it reassure you that a spiritual birth is on the horizon. A birth that will usher in a new era of divine alignment and activation in your life. What you're feeling is not resistance. It's the pressure of birth and breakthrough. Have you ever felt like you've lost too much on your spiritual journey? It's a question that echoes in the minds of many. The sacrifices, the delays, the losses. They can sometimes feel overwhelming, but there is a spiritual reality that we often overlook. It's a concept known as divine compensation. Imagine a farmer who has a bad year. His crops fail and he loses his entire harvest. He's left with nothing but the barren fields and the seeds he has for the next season. He could give up, abandon his farm, and walk away. But he doesn't. He plants his seeds, tends to his fields, and waits. He waits through the long winter, the spring rains, and the summer heat. And then one day, he wakes up to find his fields bursting with life. His harvest is not just a replacement of what he lost. No, it's multiplied. It's far more abundant than anything he's ever seen. This is the principle of divine compensation. It's not just about restoration, it's about multiplication. It's the spiritual reality that everything lost, delayed, or sacrificed in your spiritual journey will be returned to you, multiplied. Not just replaced, not merely restored, but multiplied. The trials you've faced, the sacrifices you've made, the things you've lost along the way, they are not in vain. They have been seeds planted in the fertile ground of your spirit, watered with your tears and warmed by the heat of your trials. And when the time is right, when the divine timing aligns, they will sprout and grow into a harvest of blessings far beyond what you could have ever imagined. So, when you feel like you've lost too much, remember the farmer. Remember that your losses are not the end of your story. They are the beginnings of your divine compensation. They are the seeds of your bountiful harvest. You're not losing, you're in the process of divine compensation. Your harvest is coming.